Result, obviously an awesome night for the club, for the city. I think what I like as a coach, I thought it was a very, very good performance. I think the way we possessed the ball at times tonight was probably the best we've possessed the ball all season long, which when players are playing like that, they grow in confidence, they grow in stature, and it's infectious amongst the group. So very, very happy with the performance from the entire group tonight.
You seem to have found a way through St. Louis when you weigh the two matches you played against them. What is the key to breaking them down as you have?
To be honest, I don't really think it's us finding St. Louis. I think I assess each game individually. And I know people pass the same comment about us going and playing at Bethlehem, and we couldn't beat them up there. There were individual games, and then we came back here and we figured out a way to beat them. So we're obviously happy we've beaten them twice. I think both games we put in good performances. I think more often than not, if you put in a good performance, that's going to lead to a positive result. Not all the time in the sport, because sometimes you never know what's going to happen out there. But we've played well against St. Louis twice so far this season.
Is there anything in particular that you credit the possession, like how you guys were passing the ball today? Is that something you guys worked on?
Yeah, we focus every single day on technique with this group, and they all have a very, very good base technique, but it's about making intelligent decisions. They're all professional footballers, and professional footballers, it's a given you should have good technique. The hard part is making decisions then when you have the ball at your feet. So we work on a lot of positional play, as we call it, and the players have really embraced it. It's been a process. I feel like they get better in that element of the game every single week, and tonight they were rewarded for their efforts.
Does the formation help spread out opposing back lines and midfields?
Well, we tweaked it a little bit tonight again too. So different formations they give you strengths and they give you areas that might be challenging at times too. We go game by game. I think we've done very, very well in terms of putting out the right system of play the last few games. It plays to our players' strengths. We obviously have to be cognizant of how we play as a group, but also have to be aware of how the opposition play too. But just based on tonight, I thought the system we put out there and the individual players, their profiles and individual positions worked very, very well.
I didn't realize that this was the first league win since dating back to last month. How long will you give yourself and the guys to enjoy this before you turn the page to what is, on Wednesday going to be once again one of the biggest nights the club's ever had?
Who do we play Wednesday? No, we're all aware of Wednesday, and we're all professionals. We have to block it out. It's tough to block things like that out. It's obviously going to be a huge night for our club, a huge night for the city. We're obviously aware of it, but I take my hat off to the players. They were absolutely focused on doing the job tonight. So how long will we give ourselves? Probably by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, we'll move on then. We've given the guys tomorrow off. As a coaching staff, we'll be working tomorrow to prepare and finalize the plan. We have an idea of how we're going to play on Wednesday, but we want to finalize it and then come out and work with the guys on Monday and Tuesday and get ourselves ready for an exciting game Wednesday night.
I know there's no perfect game as a coach when you watch it, but just the way that the team attacked tonight, possession, everything you talked about, is this exactly how you envision this team playing? If you can kind of paint a perfect picture of it?
Yeah, we're getting better every single week. But getting better every single week doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get positive results every single week. That's the uncertainties of the game. But I can reflect on where we are right now and say the players have got better every single week. As a group, we keep getting better. And sometimes you get rewarded for those efforts. And tonight we got rewarded for a good performance, but obviously a very, very positive result too. It was fun. It's enjoyable playing at home and watching your players put in a good performance. You put 11 players out there, but our group's so much more than 11. You see Danni tonight, Danni could start every game for us. He comes off the bench and scores a huge goal too. So it's very, very rewarding to see the collective continue to grow and see the players rewarded for their efforts.
You touched on the fire just a little bit. Are you approaching this game again like the last one was sort of an anything can happen kind of mindset, or what is the mindset going in?
We know we're the underdogs, and we've got nothing to lose. The Fire are playing fantastically this year. They're obviously where they are on the MLS because they're a very, very good team. So I firmly believe all the pressure's on them. This is something we'll prepare ourselves to go out there and continue this journey. We've enjoyed this cup run. It's been fun. Every single game has presented different obstacles as we've progressed. But to play against one of the top MLS teams currently on Wednesday here is going to be a huge challenge. But we believe in our group, and we'll firmly embrace the underdog role, of course. We did 2 weeks ago against Columbus, and we got a positive result, so why not do it again on Wednesday?
You looked really influential in the midfield. How much of that is adding Kenny back into the lineup after his injury?
It's huge. Kenny's one of those players who you notice him when he plays, but you notice him probably more when he's not playing, because he's a player that does every little individual detail that you ask him to do, he does it right. And it says a lot about him as a professional. He'll embrace whatever role you give him. So as a coach, I see every single day how good he is. And we probably even see it even more when he wasn't available for those few games. But it's great to have him back fit, healthy, sharp. Great to see him get through another quality 90 minutes with a good performance.
How do you celebrate after a win, Alan?
You're digging. I may go for one drink with our staff tonight. And then probably by the time I get home, I'll probably go watch the game again. And when you win, it's very, very enjoyable to go watch the game again and dissect it and reflect on it. When you lose, it's not fun. But we'll do that, and then we'll be over by tomorrow morning, and then start preparing for Wednesday night. So you're digging deep. We'll keep pushing on. We enjoyed it, obviously. It was fun tonight, and it's nice to get a big 3 points. But I'll allow myself one drink, maybe two. We'll see what happens. So we're good. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And your odds better not be one drink or two drinks. Okay?
Jimmy had gone close several times throughout the match. He would have been well within his right to take that opportunity himself. Were you surprised he dished it off to you?
Not surprised. I was there where I have to be. That's my job. So he passed it, and I was there, and I got easy goal. And thanks to Jimmy, I got the goal, and thanks to all of the team. So it was a good goal. The 2-0 goal is always important. So yeah, it was very nice to score.
Was that the fastest you've scored after being substituted on?
You know, I don't. One of the players asked me if it was first touch. I don't realize. I didn't think about it before you said that or he said that. But yeah, probably it's probably the fastest goal if it was scored coming off from the bench. But yeah, it's nice.
You're scoring goals again. You're doing it in front of these massive crowds. How much are you enjoying? Yeah, I think it's easy to forget that you've only been here for less than 2 months. I think it is. How much are you enjoying this?
Oh, like we are. It's a privilege for us to play here. Like all the players here, play in front of 20,000, 30,000 sometimes. That's what you dream about as a player when you grow up. You want to play in front of so many people as possible, and this is just a big privilege for us. And we have, with no doubt, the best fans in this league. So it's a big privilege, and I'm very happy to be here.
Are you looking forward to Wednesday?
Oh yeah, of course. It's always fun. We have nothing to lose. We play against a great team, and we have all to. We can only win. If we lose, nobody says anything. So we'll go out there and give our all, and hopefully get a good result.
Were you playing in Europe professionally when Bastian Schweinsteiger was kind of in his prime?
Oh yeah, amazing player, like world class, one of the best German players in this generation. So if he plays, it'll be a good experience.
Did you ever imagine you might find yourself on the same field as him?
You always dream, you know. If you don't dream, you never go anywhere. So yeah, of course, I had a lot of dreams when I was growing up. So yeah, of course, I did that.
Thanks, Danny. Thank you. Do you feel alright? So you're taped up?
Yeah, just a little tired and got a couple knocks from the game, but I feel pretty good. Just gotta recover for Wednesday. So.
Do you feel like you're at full strength now after missing a bit of time there?
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting there, but it's hard just because of the amount of games we get in with the Open Cup, and then the amount of USL games we have, and it's almost back to back to back to back. But it's just managing the recovery and all that stuff, and then being able to put it out there on the field. But the staff does a great job of managing the group, rotating players and all that stuff. So they make it easier for us on the field, and then we just got to do our job off the field.
When you're trying to come back, is it easier when there are that many games, or would you rather be more spread out, more time?
I mean, you always enjoy playing, so it's frustrating when you're not fit. In the first couple games, it was very frustrating for me, and I knew I had to build up my fitness, but I wanted to be where I'm at now 3 or 4 weeks ago, and you always got to have that perspective of it's going to take time. But yeah, for me, I would like to just play, but at the same time, if you're not getting results while you're unfit, it's frustration on top of frustration on top of frustration. So
As a second-year guy, the way you guys are moving the ball tonight, even periods last week against Charleston, is this the best this team has been playing since you've been here?
yeah, I mean, the system that the staff has implemented this year is, I think it suits. We've changed it a couple times already, but it suits the players that we have, and they've adapted the different systems to the players that we have in the locker room. And it's already changed. A couple players coming in, a couple players going out, but they're changing the system to set us up for the best performance to put out there. And if we put it together like we do tonight, every night here on out, and then should be, like you said, you should get the results. But I mean, you could play that game and still lose 2-3 or 3-2 at the end of the game, and you walk off the field saying what happened. But I don't know, that's a game of soccer. But yeah, I think we're playing very well, but at the same time, there's still little things that we can improve on even tonight. So it's not always perfect.
How excited are you for Wednesday? Just national audience, Chicago Fire, United States. How excited are you?
I mean, I'm just excited to play against that caliber team. I mean, it's going to be great with the atmosphere and all that stuff, but as a player, you always want to play against the best opponents you can match yourself up against. And I mean, we took on Columbus last week or 2 weeks ago, and now we get Chicago, and they have a great midfield, great defenders, great forwards, so everyone's going to be tested in every position, and those are the games you dream about. But you almost put yourself up against them and see how you hold up, or if you can beat the player standing across from you.
You had the most touches on the ball tonight. I mean, you talked about your team performance, but how do you think you've been playing personally?
I think I've been doing pretty well. I mean, at times it comes easy because of the guys around me. At the same time, I mean, we put 10 more guys around me, and it's interchanging of guys, but at the same time, everybody's working together. And I think when we do work together, we have one of the better teams in the league, and especially with our midfield and the way the system that we have in the back four and the attacking players that we have, it makes it a lot easier for me, Corbs, Quinney, or whoever's in the central part of the field to almost create our own space or create space for other players.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.